Good day, Aquarius, and welcome to your reading with Meenakshi Tarot. This is a general reading for your Sun, your Moon, your Venus, and your Rising. So, Aquarius, first card up is Daughter Value in reverse. You've got the Thinking Man, and you've got the third chakra, Archangel Chamuel, in reverse as well. So, some of you might be finding a situation that maybe a job that you'd hoped for, a project that you'd expected to flourish is not flourishing, and the financial situation that you had thought of was going to happen for you is not happening. So you're going through this phase where maybe money's a little slow, money's not coming through that door for you, and it's causing you to have this total redirection with yourself. Some of you could also be having a situation as this door closes. It's actually opening up this new opportunity to meet somebody new, somebody, some kind of maybe a male energy person who's going to come through with some innovative ideas. And could also be a love interest for some of you. Could be meeting somebody new. But we see there's also this, with this third chakra, Archangel Chamuel, there's this lack of initiative, lack of drive, despondency. So Aquarius, as you're moving into this third week of July, being very mindful of losing your momentum and your initiative. We see that under Daughter Value, we've got Death card, Scorpio energy. You have Two of Wands, you have the Seven of Pentacles. Underneath Thinking Man, you have Queen of Wands, you have Ten of Swords, you have Three of Swords. Underneath third chakra, Archangel Chamuel, you have Ten of Wands in reverse, you have Eight of Swords, and you have Six of Cups. So definitely some change and transformation coming your way. And it could be some change and transformation in a partnership or relationship, something that hasn't worked out for you the way you'd hoped to. And we see that also, this is not a limiting situation. You need to embrace this change, go with this change, find out what is your core values, what is important to you. And we see that you have a lot more options out there for you. There are these options coming towards you. And this male energy person, this person's going to encourage you to think differently, or it could be, like I said, a love situation coming towards you. It's going to actually open up doors for you, change things. Some of you could have this fire energy in your chart, or you could be meeting up with somebody who's got this fire energy, and that's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Or it's also just about having this fire energy within yourself, being very focused, direct, knowing what it is that you want in life as you move towards that. We see this coming through for some of you. There's this desire to know, of wanting to move towards something. So embracing that, embracing all of those things about this strong fire energy. Too often we limit ourselves, especially as you're going through this phase of discontentment. You need to allow yourself to be balanced and understanding. Allow yourself to flow with what is going on in your life right now. We see this Ten of Swords energy is actually, it's an energy of something has come to an end. It's really, it seems like such an intense card, but there's definitely some kind of closure that's coming to yourself. Something is coming to an end. It could be a way of thinking, could be a way of being. So it's definitely something. Some of you could be having the end of a relationship. It could feel very, very sad. There could be a lot of heartbreak in it for you. This may be not what you had wanted, but this is where it is right now, Aquarius, that some of you are going through a situation where a relationship is breaking up. So we have that. And this could be the reason why some of you are feeling so disempowered and feeling so melancholy with life. But you need to remember sometimes that you could be in the situation because you could have literally created the situation for yourself. You could have been stagnating and not wanting to move forward. And we see this with the Ten of Wands in reverse. That you most probably did not listen to advice. You deluded yourself instead of taking responsibility. So the burden of responsibility actually lies upon you, Aquarius, that you are in this state of being because you did not listen. You did not heed advice. You did not read the signs correctly, what was going on around you. You chose to go upon a path. And so we see this breakup coming towards you. Some of you could be feeling as though you're going through a stage where, with this Eight of Swords energy, it's almost as though pride cometh before a fall. Some of you could have had a lot of pride about situations. You could have, been very arrogant about where you were at in your life and about things that were going on in your life. So you need to be very, very mindful of that. Sometimes, one ending helps you to move on to something new. So you see the past coming into your present. So what we're seeing here, there is closure, there is end, there is heartbreak. So I'm going to draw a few more cards, Aquarius, to see where this is going to, because we ended off here with something from the past coming into your present. So let's see what more cards I can draw and what does it have to say to you. Six of Cups again. Let me show you that. Six of Cups again. Something from the past coming into your present. Definitely could be an old relationship, somebody that you knew a long time ago. You've got the King of Pentacles. You've got Ten of Cups. You've got Two of Pentacles. Ace of Swords. Queen of Wands again. You've got the Devil, Capricorn energy here. Three of Pentacles here. And Ten of Wands in reverse, which is good. So definitely somebody from the past coming into your present situation. This is also calls upon you to be very mindful with regards to your financials. Don't be hasty in making decisions. Don't get caught up in things. Don't gamble. Just don't be silly right now. It's important for you to have this understanding in your life, to have this contentment in your life, to enjoy your life as it is and where it is right now. And you have this situation where you can enjoy your life. And you need to take that. You need to also balance yourself, balance what's going on. Create this balance within yourself, this understanding. Some of you could be looking at relationships or business, having to juggle your time, juggle your situations on a domestic level. We see this also, some of you could be getting caught up in something that is quite exciting for you, but you must also be mindful of exciting relationships that are actually manipulation and have a potential to keep you more imprisoned than liberated. So you need to follow your higher instincts. You need to also, some of you could see you doing quite well with your work situation, and some of you could actually, with this situation from the past coming back into your present, it's almost as though you are really, once again, be mindful of not creating a rod for your own back. Be very mindful with this situation. So I'm going to draw a few more cards for you to get a bit more clarity here, Aquarius, because this is quite a lot of things seems to be going on here. A lot of things. So Aquarius, this is your empowerment message. You've got Three of Cups in reverse. Four of Wands in reverse, Five of Pentacles in reverse, Four of Swords in reverse, Queen of Pentacles upright, Sun upright, Seven of Swords in Ten of Cups upright here again, and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So what do we see going on here again? We see that once again, what is coming through, that you are having this upside down situation again in your life, Aquarius. There's a lot of, being an air sign, you're going to be so mindful of how you are thinking. How are you thinking about things? Some of you could be very disappointed in a relationship or a love affair. It could be something from the past that's coming to your present. And you must be very mindful that you don't get caught up by old passion and old love and be blind to this person's faithfulness, to this person's faithlessness. Don't be blind to that. Don't be blind to who this person is. Some of you are looking towards somebody who doesn't have a very strong foundation about who they are. It could be you having to face using this King of Pentacles energy and drawing upon that for yourself, being honest with yourself and realizing that you could be cheated out of what is supposed to be yours. And even though you may feel that, this was a relationship that was supposed to be mine, but this is not happening, you need to be mindful of, there could be other people involved in that situation that had mitigating circumstances. So you need to be mindful that this person could have been influenced by other people, or this person wasn't even strong enough to make that decision to be with you. So I'll be mindful of all of these things. Some of you could be, because of what is going on, you're having this happy situation, this happy family situation. But we see that with this Five of Pentacles in reverse here, some of you are, wanting to put yourself into self-imposed isolation because of your bad judgments. Be careful of having greed and being insecure in your relationships. Be careful of not having your personal and financial boundaries. Some of you could really be looking at breaking up, ending a relationship that is not working out for you. We see that coming through. There's definitely some of you you feel like you've wasted your time with something that was supposed to be happy, but it's just seemingly like a waste of time where nothing is going right in this relationship. So be mindful of the situations you put yourself into. We see that some of you have been wanting to take, and most probably, with juggling all of your realities in life, you're needing to take some self-imposed isolation. Some of you might have to take a step away from careers or things like that, because you need a little bit to rethink, reassess the situation. Sometimes you could be just needing a break. We see that whether you want to or not, it could be right now that you need to do this, that you need to take this time out. We see that this could be a time of getting new ideas, focusing on yourself, looking at the support of other feminine energy people around you, and moving forward towards that. We see that as you can take this, if you can, and as you take this time to regroup and strengthen yourself, you come back with new vision, new passion for the future, new hope for the future. Some of you could be looking at, also those of you that are in family situations, looking at wanting to increase your family, looking at things like that. We see that coming through in this reading. We see that also you need to, from this situation of creating all of this drama for yourself and being involved in situations that were not in keeping for yourself, you got yourself caught up and attached to things that was not very good, and you could be finding yourself in a situation where you are dealing with somebody who's very cunning, who tells outright lies, and who's just really not a good person to be around. So you find yourself dealing with dishonesty and theft in your space, in your person. So you need to be very mindful of that. We see once again there's this pride in your work, people acknowledging the work that you're doing. There's a lot of happiness, family happiness for you, a lot of growth for you, a lot of understanding. But once again, you've got this 10 of Wands in reverse with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So you got to be very mindful of this energy. Be careful of not making yourself the fool in the situation, because it's almost as though you're dealing with somebody who's not a very good energied person. It's not a very good energied person here. Somebody could be somebody from your past that you're dealing with, who just literally makes life very difficult for you, and they bring in this heavy energy that just so be mindful of who you are inviting from your past into your present, Aquarius. This is very important, that you are very mindful of who from your past is coming into your present, who's bringing in this negative energy, who's bringing in this draining energy, especially when it comes to your finances. Be very mindful of that. You don't want to get caught up in situations. So I'm going to draw some cards from the Sacred Traveler to see what is this further message for you, Aquarius. Let us see, what is this message for Aquarius, Sacred Traveler, the 18th to the 24th. Oops. Navigating by the stars. So some of you really need to take a moment to pause, maybe in silence. Think about everything that you're going through and realize that you need to make some decisions. You have got wandering path and you have got wise leader. So you need to remember that some of you need to redirect your path. You need to think about what it is that where it is that you need to be. And for those of you that's not really sure what your final destination is, you need to just enjoy your journey right now. And this is it. It's not about the end result. Yes, follow your bliss, but enjoy it, and enjoy as you wander through life and get to the other side. Because remember, many of you are called to be leaders. Many of you have other people looking up to you, so you have to be this beacon of light to others. So remember that. Remember your place. Remember who you are. Remember your strength, Aquarius. Even though you have had to let go, you're going through a lot of burdens, you literally have to lift yourself up from this melancholy and move forward. So let's see here, Aquarius, what is your empowering message from Starseed Oracle? The card that came out is perspective. You need to really look at your perspective in things. It's very important that you do that. You know, it's so easy for us as people, we get so caught up in the drama of life and things that we do lose our perspective. We get caught up in other things and not in the reality of what is going on around us. And therefore, you need to be very mindful of this, Aquarius. What is it that you are getting involved in? What is it that is not your truth and not an example of your truth? So be very mindful of all of that. Sometimes in the situation, you may need to take a step back. Take a step back and look at the bigger picture of your life. And maybe, you know, it's like a camera, just zooming out and keep zooming out until you can really see things. And you need to move away from this reactive frame of thinking, oh, it's me against the world, or it's me against them, it's me and them. You know, it's me versus them. It's not that. Sometimes you become so lost in your individual experience that you don't realize that some of the things that keep you up at night are just distractions. You need to stop wasting your time and your resources fighting others, and you should be actually trying to come together with people and heal what's been broken. And it's important that you do that. Take this moment to breathe in and look at what's important in your life and let go of things that are not working in creating this tapestry of your soul's experience. So it's very important that you take this moment and see where you are, see what you are about, look at the bigger picture, find some compassion in your heart, find some perspective, and just understand what is your soul's truth and where is it that you are fitting in now. So a lot of you need to come to terms with the expectations that you have had of others and the foolish mistakes that you have made where you have created a rod for your own back, and learning to let go and not insisting on having the wrong kind of people in your presence. So Aquarius, I hope you've enjoyed this reading. If any part of this reading resonated with you, please remember to subscribe to my channel and to share my videos. So thank you for watching. Thank you and goodbye.